Okay, well, Rosie, this is Tessie. Tessie is her first day as a grad. She just finished
Wow,
her,
congratulations.
yeah, so she's
Thank
around the
you.
same spot as you because Rosie just launched, I think, in January, February, something like that.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah, so Rosie, why don't you give us an update as to how things are going?
Crazy. Um, when we switched so many times.
Mhm.
So I have remember I called you that I had to have a thank you page according to the people who's gonna work with my app while I'm fixing it.
Yeah.
And what happened was I had to that step and I didn't mind. And when I was testing it and everything went through, everything was fine. But what happened was I never changed my account number. So I get
So
emails saying
is this for, sorry,
for
this
the
is for Google,
deposit.
is this for Google Ads you're talking about?
No, the Google, the people from Google Ads, they were doing good. Everything is fine so far.
Okay,
But they just started doing it like a week ago,
okay.
like a week ago.
So
But
what's the
for
thank you
them,
page? I don't remember the thank you page then. Remind me.
I don't know what is it that they do, but they need to have the link when you finish when you finish buying the package. It's a thank you page, thank you that you
Oh
got the
yeah,
package.
yeah.
They need that link. They needed that link so they can put it for the ads and something else. Um, so I had to buy my own package to get to that because it's a process to get through that. So, anyways, the good thing was that I did it because later the Stripe sent me an email saying, we couldn't deposit your funds because the account doesn't exist. The bank account. I never changed my bank account
Oh,
for the
on Stripe.
business.
On Stripe.
Yeah, on a Stripe. Oh my
Okay.
God, I was dying, Carrie. I was dying. What else can happen? So finally I did it. Everything is, I haven't had one customer.
Okay.
I don't know why. I
Okay.
don't know why, but I always believe that things happen for a reason.
Hmm.
So I'm not upset. I'm not worried. Well, I'm worried a little bit, but it's just, I'm thinking is the process, everything that we had to do, changing the website so many times.
Yeah. And just to give Tessie some context here, she midway decided to change her business name and therefore needed to change the domain name. And that created a ton of issues and because her domain was everywhere. So that means we had to change Sales IQ, Zoho Mail. It was a disaster trying to update everything. It took a lot of extra work and then therefore she needed a new Stripe account and it was crazy amount of work. So that's why you're having the issue. So what I'm confused about is what do you mean you had to buy a package? What was the package that you had to buy?
I have to buy I buy like a 2 weeks um, rental of my crates, my own crates. I had to buy it to get to that page because I didn't want to
Oh,
bother you. And I'm like, oh my God, let me do it. Let me do it. So, yeah.
oh my God, that's what you meant. Did you refund yourself at least?
No, I say, it's my own business. And I say, I'll keep it there.
Okay.
But Terry,
Okay.
if it wasn't because of that, I would have never find this issue.
Oh, okay. All right. So there's been a few issues. So number one is the Stripe didn't have the right bank account attached to it.
Mhm.
Okay. Number two, who was it that was requesting the thank you page URL?
The guy is a friend of mine that is doing my Google ads.
Okay.
He's the one getting everything in my Facebook, my Instagram.
Mhm.
I'm gonna try him out for 2 months
Okay.
and we'll see what's
When
gonna happen.
I wonder why he would need the thank you page. That doesn't, oh, I see. It's because he wants to track if your ads are converting into sales. I guess that's what he's thinking, right?
Like,
I wonder if there's always a different URL for every single thank you page. That's the part I'm not sure. I've never looked at it. Um,
so
hmm, okay. So
we'll see. And yesterday I got a phone call for people that I don't know is something, I guess it's something new. And and I bought it. Is the new thing, the lady, the thing that she speaks Spanish, she speak my language. So
yeah,
she explained to me it's a new thing about voice ads. No voice when people call, like Siri, like Alexa. And she sent me where it says, how many people call through voice. Hey, can you find me this? Can you find me that? And it's a
yeah.
higher percentage of people now not looking through manually, but calling.
Oh.
And I mean, I'm gonna try out, to be honest with you, to see how that works.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
could be that does. Everybody's into technology, and even
Yeah.
myself. Hey Siri, can you find me this? Hey Siri, can you find me that?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, why don't you tell Tessie the name of your business, where you're from, and give her a little bit of a background.
Okay. The name of my business is Rent a Crate 8. I live in Boston, Framingham, Massachusetts. Um, Carrie introduced me to this business a couple of years ago. I love it. I fell in love with that.
Mhm.
And I believe in the business. So I'm going to keep going. Carrie's been really, really helpful with me and walking me through every single misstep that I do.
What's the name again? I didn't catch it.
Rent a Crate 8.
Rent a Crate 8. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's
So
nice
So
meeting you.
nice meeting you too.
And so Rosie is my first student who has ever dabbled into Google Ads. So I use Google Ads for quite a while, and they're great, but none of my students have ever done it. They've always stuck with Facebook ads and Marketplace and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see her experience with it. What's your budget that you're allocating for Google Ads?
Oh, you really want to know how much I'm expending on that?
Yes.
Between everything, the first month and whatever I'm going to expend is 2,100 a month.
A month.
What?
Now, just to tell Tessie, how many totes do you have, Rosie?
1,000.
Oh.
So that's part of it, right? She has a lot more. 2,000 seems really high. When I was running Google Ads, I was doing, I think, $200 a month. That's all I was, and that's a lot already. 250, something like that. And that's Canadian. So if you put that in American, it's like 175, something like that. So 2,000 seems a little bit high. I guess you're trying to be quite aggressive so that you could try to get some sales, but you've been doing it for a week now?
Well, this first month, they went to the website and they started working. They did the SEO. They
Uh-huh.
changed, they put the keywords. Remember that we talked about it? We went through that for 3 weeks. And
Okay.
basically that's what they did.
Okay.
And now they're gonna do my Facebook page, my Instagram, uh, once a week. I believe it's once a week. They go once or twice a week.
Uh-huh.
They're gonna do my Instagram and my Facebook, and they fix all my SEO.
Okay.
So it's a tryout for maybe 3 months.
Okay. So when you said 2,000, that's including everything. That's for them to run your Instagram, your Facebook as well, like they're doing in the SEO, they're doing everything.
Yes.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I thought you meant the budget for just Google Ads for the clicks
No,
was
no,
2,000. I'm like, oh my gosh.
No, everything they running, the one for my other business, and it's working. It's really working. But I personally this is just like talking to all my coworkers. It's a little bit higher, but it's worth it at the beginning.
Mhm.
It's really worth it at the beginning. But I believe maybe in 2 or 3 months, I'm gonna get out of there.
Okay, okay. Okay, so you placed an order as if you were a customer, and you went through the sequence and everything's working now? Like you got your bank account fixed on Stripe and everything's working now?
Yes, everything ran really smooth.
Okay,
Everything was really smooth. They take you to every single step they we did, and it
okay,
was quick. It was really good.
okay. That's good. Okay, so at least that part's good. So the website's fine. You're just trying to figure out the marketing and
Yes.
the Google Ads. And did you make sure and tell him, I know you and I talked about this before, to exclude certain words from
Yes.
yeah, okay, you took care of that because I'll just tell Tessie this too. When I first started doing Google Ads, I put a list of all the words that I wanted to come up, like crate, box, move, like all these keywords. Except what was happening is that box was picking up anyone typing in cardboard. It was, if I put container, it was picking up those big shipping containers. I don't want to be advertising for that. If I put bin, it was now showing this to people looking for garbage bins. You know what I mean? It was very difficult to narrow it down. So you have a list of included words and then a list of excluded words. So if they say bin, it'll show it, but if it says garbage bin, it will not show my ad. It was very complicated and it took a little bit of time. So that's why I gave that feedback to Rosie. So she's not going to waste time spending money on ads like that. So Rosie, I assume that if they're charging you 2,000 a month, I would assume that they're monitoring your ads very closely, right? And they're making sure that the right people, like, because I know that what you can do, I haven't used Google Ads in so long now, it's been a couple years, but it'll show you what people typed in order to find your ad. So I would assume that this company you've hired is really looking at it closely, right? So that you're not blowing through the money.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And this is the same guy that you use for your other business? So you feel very
Yes.
comfortable. Okay. So that's good. You have good success with Google Ads with your other business, which is why you're wanting to do it. And it totally makes sense. It did a great job for me. Okay. All right. So we're still at the beginning. We're still at the very
Yes.
beginning. Okay. Now Tessie, she just finished the course last week. So she's just at the beginning, but Tessie, this is recorded, so the other grads will be listening to this. So do you want to give everybody an update on all this? Like, I know it's going to be a long story here because you've done a lot. If you want to, give some feedback, let everybody know what you've already been up to, even though you've just launched.
Well, you might have to help me remember. Well, first of all, I'm from Louisiana and I'm a retired educator of 30 years. So I retired at the end of last school year. So June 6th, I retired and signed up in September. So it's been 6, 7 months. So I've been doing the course the whole time. In the meantime, my mom did pass away, which is the reason why I retired. So I'm so grateful that I did sign up because it did give me a focus after that because I was caring for her. So this is all I do. I don't have anything else. So I was able to complete the course in its entirety in that short period of time, um, which is the supposed time anyway. But I have most recently been knocking door to door for those people who have the signs in the yard. What I did was I went on Zillow and looked up homes around me because not everybody is your target customer. Even if their house is for sale doesn't mean they're your target customer. So, and some people are just not going to invest the money in renting totes. They're just going to go find some boxes. So I went ahead and made a list of over 50 something homes. So I started yesterday and I did 18 homes yesterday.
Wow.
Out of eight, well, 18 homes that I actually either left something or spoke to somebody. So
Okay.
I actually spoke to 3 people out of 18 because everybody else was working, which I figured,
Yeah.
which is fine. So I have door hangers and I wrote a little note. I'm sorry I missed you. Please contact me if you have any questions or would like to view one of our totes. Good luck on your sale, and sign my name and added that note, taped it to the bottom of the door hanger. So if I left something, that's what I left. The 2 people I did talk to face were moving out of state.
Mm.
Of course.
Ah,
So I could not help them, but I left my information anyway, because if someone um is interested in buying their home, they could, pass on the information. And I'm really trying to inform people because there is no one in my city or any of the surrounding cities within an hour of me that has this business. So I'm tapping into a new market, and when I introduce it to people, they're like, what? It's they're not really certain about what that is. And then when they get it, it's like, that's genius. That's brilliant. I heard brilliant yesterday.
mhm.
So I get a lot of positive feedback, but no sales yet. But like I just started. So I am anticipating that once it catches on, I'm not going to be able to keep up and I'll have to get more totes. I started with 250. I still have 250. Um, I have flyers printed and I made folders for the community partners that want to partner with me. And I added a page on my website that says trusted community partners. So I have 2 real estate agents and a storage facility already pairing with me. So, matter of fact, I texted the real estate agents this morning. They are so hard to get in touch with, because I'm planning today to meet them because the folder has 10 flyers, has my magnet, my business card, and it's a folder with their coupon code on all their flyers that I'm giving them to give to their clients. So I am meeting with those 2 today. I hope. They told me they were going to be in the office, but I'm not available till after 12. So I might miss them again today. But do
Do you have
plan on,
the,
oh, and I do
do you
have a
have the,
trailer also.
sorry, do you have the folder with you just to show? I know it's kind of weird with your blur
Yeah, let me
background.
I know, and I guess it's automatic. It doesn't ask me anymore. Let me see if I can unclick it.
There you go.
That might help.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of nice what she put together. She has a whole folder that she just gives to, oh, she's already here.
Okay, so I got these plastic folders and they have a sleeve at the top. So I put in one of the flyers that I had made, and I've learned that I realized that since it's not a thing here, I need to put a picture of the tote on everything. So all of my marketing has a picture of the tote.
Yeah.
So I have a picture of the tote with the dolly, and I
Mhm.
have a picture of the tote up here. And Smarter Moves Tote Rentals is the name of my company. And then what I did was on the flyer at the bottom right here, I put coupon code and I put the coupon code for that agent. And then on the inside, I have my business card. That's the back of my business card. And this is the front of my business card, which is a magnet. So I got some business card magnets and I made magnets with like 200 of them. So this is a magnet for their office or wherever they want to put it. And that way they have access to it when a client asks them. And then I have the flyers. So they each get 10 of those, and I have 24 folders made. So I'm ready. Not just agents, but like I said, that storage facility and things like that. So I am waiting to hear back from an agency that has 90 agents to give a presentation at their weekly meeting. And she kind of put me off because we had a big storm last week on Monday, and their building got messed up and kind of flooded on one side because of the roof. And they just moved into that building. So, but it's not a new building. So I'm waiting for her to kind of get back with me. And in the meantime, I'm kind of reaching out 1-to-1 with some agents. So I have the 2 that I'm meeting with today. What else? I do have a trailer, a cargo trailer that I had wrapped with my business logo and all the information and pictures of the totes. So when I'm driving around to these houses to knock on the door, I make sure I pull up to where their Ring camera and they from the front door can see that I am a real person, a real business. I'm not a sham. I'm not trying to scam them or trying to rob them or anything like that. I bring a tote with me to the door. And that way, that was very helpful with the one lady that I did meet, because she was like, oh my gosh, that is a brilliant idea. And she asked about sizes. And I said, no, this is the only size, you know. And then she said, well, we're in the Coast Guard. We're being relocated. So what about going out of state? And I went, no, I can't help you. I really want to keep the totes and rent them to some more people. So, but we had a great conversation, and I think I was able to make a connection. And in addition to all of that, I am aggressively doing the Facebook posts, the Instagram posts, and posting in my neighborhood groups. And I was excited to get 2 little likes on the neighborhood groups from people I don't even know. So I know somebody's looking at those posts, you know.
That's
I
right.
did a show, I did a trade show where an insurance agent said, you know, I'm an insurance agent and I go through people like this all the time. So she's one of my people that I'm going to contact to hopefully get a folder to as well. What else? I think that's about it. I mean, I have clothes I bought so that when I do go to the door, they can see, you know, I've invested all of this money. I'm not trying to just rob
Yeah,
you, you know.
you've got your logo right here, right?
Yeah, this is another one of my shirts. I rather the blue ones. I got this from the same company, but it's a different type of shirt. Like this is a fake button, and I tried to unbutton it many times, and it's fake. Like there's no hole. So I like the other shirts better. They're a better quality. And I got that from a Black Friday special, so it really worked out. I mean, they're not cheap though. Like it was $80 for a hat and a shirt, you know, from the good kind. So and I do have a hat. But other than that, that's it. I've invested a lot, I think, in the marketing, not as much as you, but a lot. So, you know, besides the course and the crates, I bought the trailer, had it wrapped, which was the same price practically as the trailer.
Yeah.
And I got flyers, I got door hangers, I got postcards, I got business cards. I got a banner for when I do trade shows to go up. So that was fun but exhausting. And the thing with the trade show is that's not all your people. You know, you're spending the whole day or at least several hours, and you know, maybe 5% of those people are actually moving or have an intent to move soon. So, but my purpose for doing that was to get the word out. Like I said, this is not a thing here. So it was surprising to me how many men that were tagging along with their women at this craft show looked at it and just kept looking at it and kept looking at it and kept reading the sign, and they were like, wow. And my husband said that's because they have to do the hard work. They have to do the lifting. And I never thought about it. You know, I either hire movers or yeah, you can do it. You know. But you know, with the handles on the crate, that's a big thing, and the lid, how it's attached and it closes. So those were some points. So depending on who answers the door, you know, I kind of cater what I'm gonna tell them about the totes. But yeah, 18 houses yesterday, and there were several that weren't on my list. So I just flipped the page over, write the address down, and write what I left for them. So that's what I'm doing so far. So I'm hoping that all works and things start kicking soon.
I'll tell you that folder is really good idea. I love it.
Thank you.
I
Thank you.
really love it. I never thought about it, and then I'm seeing, you know, when we have these chats and these meetings. But I love the folder. It's really
Thank you.
really nice. I'm supposed to do a flyer and something to send it with some drivers for the other business, but I really like the idea of that folder because everything is
you.
nice and neat, and it's everything in one place.
Yeah.
Yes. I wanted
That
it
is
to
great.
be my colors are blue and orange, and I kind of wanted to have an orange folder so that the agent can see it in their bags or in their car, and know where that folder's at to grab it. But they didn't have orange, not a popular color, evidently. So I did get the blue, and I'm glad that I did because my flyers are a bright red orange. So the background of the flyer it really looks good, the colors. I'm all about the design and presentation.
Yes.
So yeah, it's something that I have that makes me, my husband was like, "Well, what's up with the folders?" I said, "Well, I want to look professional. I don't want to just walk in and hand them some pieces of paper. They're going to lose that."
Yeah.
You know, I was a principal before, and teachers lose everything, and teachers are some of the most organized people out there. So I know I have to prepare it for those people. So I'm excited. I am excited. I'm very gung ho, and I know it's going to take a little while, but I think it's going to be good.
Yeah. And Rosie's right. Typically we have more than 2 people here. Normally there's at least 5. Like Bo, he's usually here. Dina's usually here. I was hoping when I talked to Dina yesterday, she said she was going to come. I was hoping Carissa was going to come as well. Carissa had some questions, so I'm not sure what happened this morning. When I was talking to Tessie yesterday, she says, "How come I haven't got any notifications about tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I forgot to set them off." So that's probably why they didn't get the day notice, and it just, it's 9:30 here when we started, so it alerts you at 7:30 a.m. That's very early. And for you, Tessie, I guess it was 6:30 a.m. You got your.
No, it was 7:30, the alert, because
Oh,
I'm
okay.
I'm an hour different from you.
Oh, okay. I thought it was at 7:30. I got mine too. So I don't know. Anyway, what was I gonna say? So it's a shame we don't have more people here because we always share quite a bit, and everyone's kind of learning from each other.
Yes.
So where did you get your folders? Was it everything from Vistaprint, or did you find a local company, or?
No, the folders are just regular folders I got from Amazon. I can go ahead and look that up. And whenever you post this for a replay, does the chat show?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Yes.
I'll go get that, because what I really wanted was a folder that was plastic, and I wanted a folder that had a front sleeve, so I could put what was in it in the front. So when you see the folder, you know what's in there. And
Okay.
well, I didn't know it existed, but it was really nice for when you open the folder, there's the slots for the business card. So I thought that was really cool. And I just, on the other side, I just paper clipped the magnet on it. But yeah, I'll look it up. I got those from Amazon, and they weren't that expensive. I got 24 of them made. It looks like I might have 10 more up there. So might have been a pack of 40. I'm gonna look it up.
Okay.
But all of the original marketing, I got the postcards and my business cards from Canva, when Canva played nice with me. And then since then, I've done everything through Vistaprint. So all of my stuff is from Vistaprint, all the door hangers, the flyers, and I got 500 flyers. It's quality paper, which I didn't select. It just was for $100 something. So it's 500 flyers for $100 something. Um, and it's full color. I wanted to make sure it was not a white piece of paper because that gets lost in everything.
Yeah.
So it's a full color piece of paper. So I'm very happy with those flyers, and I like the flyers, and I like the door hangers. And I was looking for door hangers through Canva, and I couldn't find what I wanted. They wanted like $8 a piece. So that was like a plastic thing that you keep on the door, kind of like at a hotel, occupied or don't disturb. That's not what I wanted. I wanted something just a cheap little piece of paper to hang on the door. So when I
Yeah.
was working with Vistaprint, I did find those. They popped up. So
Yeah.
they weren't as cheap as the flyers, but even if they get wet, they'll be okay because the front is glossy. The back is not. So I can write on the back, which is good. I like that. And I could also write on the back of the flyers. The back of the flyers is white. So I can write on the back of the flyer if I need to. But I know I'll invest in more of the flyers, even if it's just to give to the people I knock on the door, because it's got so much information on it. but the door hangers are great. They really, really are great because they hook to the door, and I put my little note at the bottom. So I leave a little personalized note. Um, I'm just wondering as I go door to door, what these people are thinking to themselves or saying, because, they all have these video doorbells now. So, one man, I could hear him rustling, and I'm standing by the door waiting, and I know he's on the video because I can hear it. And he says, "Can I help you?" And I told him when I was there and everything, and I had a tote with me. And he said, "Oh, I already moved out." And it wasn't on my list. And it's probably why it wasn't on my list, because the house is empty. But I'm now realizing that even if the house is empty, I'm going to leave a door hanger, because that agent who goes to the house next will get that door hanger and see it. So the
Yeah.
more the agent becomes familiar with the opportunity that they have of a choice now,
Mhm.
I'll become familiar to the agents as well.
Mhm.
So I rethought that, and I'm going to stop at those houses as well, even if it's just to put the door hanger where they put the little lock on the door.
Right.
Yeah.
Were you telling me yesterday you were gonna go see the Chamber of Commerce?
Yes, I did not get to do that.
Okay.
I remember it was raining. I came back, I ate, and we had our meeting. Then I got back in the car. I did a few houses. I stopped at the grocery store because my husband's out of breakfast stuff. I guess that's important. So then I went back in the car, even with the cold food in the back, and went through the neighborhood that was close to me instead of going to the chamber and kind of getting stuck because it was getting late. And I'm new to driving around with the trailer, so I didn't
Mm,
want to get stuck in all kind of traffic, although I wanted to drive in the traffic so I could, advertise. But
yeah.
I did not get to go yesterday. So
Okay.
if not today, because today is kind of tight. If I don't go today, I'll go tomorrow. But that might be something I could do today instead of knocking on doors, because it's very windy here today. I don't
Mm.
know if it's gonna rain. It's been overcast. The last few days have been nasty. So
Mhm.
I might just go there today and talk with them, but I haven't done that yet.
Okay. So Rosie, what do you think about all that? She's been a busy
My
girl.
God, I know, I'm amazed everything that you've been doing in a short time. It took me, well, the same amount of time, but I had to change it so many times that you're doing really great.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Well,
listening
thank
to you
you.
and I'm amazed. Yeah.
And like I said, this is all I do. And I am a workaholic. So when I retired, which was a very, very difficult decision, I was taking care of my mom. I always knew I was going to do something. I can't just sit home and do nothing. And then when she passed, I was like, okay, well, this is what I get up and do every day. So since I don't have another job to go to or do, I can dedicate the time. So I'm in a little different situation than most everybody else.
Yeah, that's true. And Rosie, she's got a warehouse already for her other business, so that's where she's storing them. She sent me a video a long time ago when she got her tote. She was so excited, and I posted it on the other group, the other Facebook group, the original one that you were on, Tessie. I don't know if you ever saw it, but she was so excited, and she was walking through her warehouse. Totes were everywhere. You can imagine, right? 250 is a lot. Imagine four
Yeah.
times, right? So yeah, we got to get those out to customers' homes quickly, because I'm sure you're tired of
Yeah.
seeing them there, right? Um,
Oh, I
okay,
love them.
yeah, she
I
does.
had to use them myself because I'm doing my attics and I had two attics because they need to insulate the attics. And I'm like, this is going to be a good testing for myself. And I
Hmm.
did it all. Like, I love them.
I know.
I'm like, this is really, they really good. They really
Yeah.
work. So it's like
Hmm.
I felt more in love with them. And I'm like,
Yeah.
let's go do it. I'm just taking my time, I guess.
I know exactly what you mean. I fell in love with them all over again last June when I moved, and I used like 100 of them. So I used a lot. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff. And I love them. I love how beautiful they all stacked in the garage. It was so easy to find all the stuff. It was very organized. I've posted videos of the men my movers that were putting them in the truck, and so I actually got to see it for the first time live. Like I heard feedback from customers as to how great it was, but to actually use them myself, see it in, you know, live, the men putting it in the truck and unloading, and the system that they had, you know, one guy would hand it to this guy would hand it to this guy would hand it to this guy. It was just so seamless. It was really, really fun to watch and to witness. So when you, I don't know, are you, either of you planning on moving anytime soon?
No.
No.
Yeah, I know. When you do one day, you will fall in love with them again, all over
Yeah.
again. They're so nice. They're so good. So what is the plan now for the next couple weeks? Like, Rosie, are you just putting everything into this company's hands and just kind of watching and saying, you know, please take care of this? Or do you have other stuff going on too?
Well, to be honest with you, she just gave me a great idea with the folders. And I'm like, man, what am I waiting for?
Mhm.
Just that's honest, that is a great idea. I was waiting for them and I say, no, let's see how this is gonna work. And I thought about the flyers and I have my business card and everything. But I think, state flyers, I'm gonna do them, but you never do them. And I had the drivers to drop them off. But I think if I had the folder the way that you did it, and I take it to the people from the other business, it's
Mhm.
more professional.
Yeah.
If you say, wow, this is really nice, let me see what it is. Not just a
Mhm.
simple
Right.
flyer that they say, oh my God, like we do, because that's
Right.
me. When they come, the whole park comes the flyer and you say, whatever, and you just keep going and you
Right.
throw it out. When you have an actual package, you
Mm-hmm.
really want to look through it. And you say, wow, this is nice and neat. And I can see I have the barcode too, the QR,
Mm-hmm.
but it looks
Yes.
nicer, more
Yes.
presentable, more professional. So I think that I'm going to steal your idea if you don't mind.
Good.
And
Good.
I,
No, I'm
I,
flattered.
I really like it. And I'm like, okay, so that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, I was looking up, I forgot to continue what I was doing. I was looking up my Amazon account so I could put the folder link in the chat.
Um, maybe if you have time, Tessie, it's okay if you don't, but if you have time, maybe take a picture of your folder and post it in the group. I'm
Sure.
sure
Yeah.
that'll help some of the other ladies. I was gonna say something about those door hangers too. I'm pretty sure there was another grad that did that. I can't remember if it was Serena, um, or was it Beth? Now I can't remember. But I think someone else did the door hangers too, and I want to know what their experience was like with it. I wish Beth was here because she's been, I don't know, do you follow Beth? What is she called now? Oh goodness. Hold on. What is the name of her company? Completely lost it. Hold on, let me find it quick. Beth is Lone Star Box Rental. Her and her fiance have been going, they've just launched as well. So Tessie, Rosie, like all these people have just launched recently. It's very exciting.
Okay.
They're doing really great with their advertising on, I think it's on Facebook. Let me just see if I can find it. Actually, I won't do it on my phone. I'll do it here. What did I just say it was called now? Lone Star?
Lone
Long time.
Star.
Yeah. Lone Star. Maybe it's in just her personal file folder or personal thing. Let me see. Where is it? I've been seeing it. I just don't know where it's being posted. Here, I can share my screen here.
Okay. Rosie, I put it in the chat. Can you click the link
Yeah,
to make sure it goes to the folders?
yeah, I just saw it.
Okay.
To see, I'm not good with computers. I had to take my time. Ask Carrie every time. I
She's
had to go
great.
like to everything.
Oh, I
I had,
have yard signs too. I see a yard sign in there. I have
Yeah,
yard signs as well.
okay. Lone Star
Forgot
Box.
about those.
There it is. Okay, I found it now. So what's this now? She's at Root. Okay, so she's networking. So she's been doing a lot of networking.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the one I saw. Eliminate the stress of downsizing and relocating your loved one to senior living. Wow. So,
Mm-hmm.
she's going all in right now. It's very exciting to see her. What
wow.
else has she been up to? We're excited to partner with moving and organizing services. So she's partnered with another company.
Mm-hmm.
Um, It's kickoff party time. Okay. So that's her fiance there. What else has she been up to? I think she had, oh, there's that thing again. What's this one? Oh, this is, so it looks like she did
So,
yeah, a show.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
yeah.
I saw that post. I do follow them. I didn't
Oh, you
realize
do?
that was one of your students, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
saw that post. I did.
Okay. You know what? I even loved her post and I don't even remember loving it. So
It,
it was so long ago. It was a month ago already.
yeah, it wasn't like a trade show. It was something, I don't know, maybe a family fun day or something where she set that up.
Okay.
Because she's like the only one that has a tent. There's like nothing around her. So,
Okay. So, oops, I'm trying to get out of here. I can't get, there we go. So anyway, she's doing great with her social media. She looks
That's
really
good.
active in it. And she has a full-time
mm,
job at like a construction company. But yeah, so she's doing well. So I'm glad you're already following her.
yeah.
Get some ideas. Yeah, and this is where I think she just started. So it looks like she started in around December, maybe.
Okay.
December,
Yeah.
December. And she got a vehicle too.
I did see that.
You did?
Yes.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
did she say? Because I said, what is it, a Ford? And what did she say? Yes, ma'am. Lots of room for totes. Um, and yeah, she's got these yard signs. Did you, sorry,
Yeah.
Tess, do you have yard signs? I forget.
I do have yard signs.
You do. Okay.
Um, yeah, I have yard signs and they're the same color as the flyer. I got them from Vistaprint. They
Okay.
are not cheap. Like I bought 30 and it was like $400 or $500. They're like 15 bucks a piece. And then in addition to that, you gotta buy the wire for the yard. But my intent with those, I mean, I have one in my front yard, but my intent is to place those in the yards of those people who hire me and rent the totes to
Right.
show their neighbors that that's what they're using to move.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that it'll catch on, oh, well, like, they want to be like the Joneses. So when they move, they're going to do the same thing.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
that's my intent, as well as I'm going to bring some signs when I meet with the storage facility, who's my cousin. So I'm going to put some signs out at her business. But that was my intent with the signs, to use them
Okay.
that way.
Good. Yeah, so hopefully that's, given both of you some ideas on some things that you can try. Super excited for Rosie to that you have this company that you already trust. It's not just some no-namer you found on Fiverr or on the internet, right? You actually trust this company, so that makes me feel good. Because when you said 2,000, I'm like, oh my God, that's a
I
lot.
know. I
Um,
know.
Wow. But I really hope it pans out and you're putting your trust in them. So I really hope that they know what they're doing and you start to get some sales because 1,000 is a lot of totes and I want to see all of them rented out. It absolutely does have the potential. Are there any other competitors in Boston? I can't remember.
We have, and when this guy was when I sent all the names and he did an analysis from everybody, all the names and everything. He showed me the analysis and he said, Rosie, they really don't put themselves out there. They just, you can find them in Google, of course, if you put the right names and everything, but they're
Mhm.
not doing campaigns. If you look for some words or anything, they're not doing it.
Yeah.
They just there. So he showed me everything. I really hope, but I can tell you, Tessie, like today, I'm at the gym and I'm like, I need to go to the meeting. I go to the gym, I go to the meeting. And I say to Carrie, I do feng shui. And I believe that things happen for a reason.
Hmm.
And this, what you doing and open my eyes today. And I'm like, it's not to brag about, but I have the tools. I have the budget and I'm not doing it. It's kind of like it's not open my mind. And you open my mind today,
Oh,
like,
awesome.
you know, with the folders, even though Kerry mentioned it before, the door advertising and everything. and
Mhm.
they are advertising. I have everything and I haven't done anything, but it's like I see you, your enthusiasm, and like, my God, this happened for a reason. And I think that I need to do it. It's not that I
Good.
didn't want to do it, but sometimes you need to listen other people and
Yeah,
say, this is what, and this is what you need to do, especially when they are in the same business.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I think that that's what I'm here to do.
yes.
I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
I think
Good.
I'm so happy for you too. I think it's really important to have some stuff going on in the background, like Facebook ads, Google ads, marketplace, something. I think it's also important to do Facebook page and Instagram, but there also needs to be a little bit of a component of the person to person, like the networking,
Mhm.
talking, and a lot of us are introverts. A lot of us don't want to talk to people. A lot of us are scared. Like for Tessie, just to go and knock on a door, that takes some guts, right? Not if you ask all of my grads, Tessie, would you guys go door to door? They'd probably be like, yeah, that sounds good, but would I? Probably not, right? It takes a lot of guts to do that because you're put on the spot. And I'm sure the more and more you do it, it's like nothing. But the first couple
Right.
are a little bit nerve-wracking, right?
Yes.
And you might fumble
Oh,
over
yeah.
the word a bit,
It's
but
nerve-wracking. Kind of
yeah.
glad when they don't answer the door. But if they answer the door, it's more of a chance for me to make that personal connection, and they're not going to forget when after they talk to me. So
Yeah.
I really need them to answer the door if I want to get sales, So
And how much would you estimate each one of those little door hangers were?
I don't know. Let me look them up and see. I don't even remember how many I got, but I have it.
Um, even just walking door to door in your neighborhood on a nice, beautiful day and putting them on everyone's door hanger, or sorry, everyone's doorknob, just in your immediate neighborhood and say, hey, I'm your neighbor. Like I just live on
Right.
Main Street. If you know anybody moving, I've just started this company. It's nice
Right.
that people love the local thing, right? They love to help locals. Um,
Yeah.
so, you've got the time, you're retired,
Right.
and you've definitely got the motivation and the passion for it. So but if they're $5 each, no, that's not.
Right. No, they weren't as cheap as the flyer, but I'm getting it now. Let's see. Oh, and I got car magnets. My husband
Oh,
has the car magnets on his truck. I ordered another set of car magnets that are a little different. This time I have a tote picture on it, and those are for my car. So that didn't come in yet. I'm waiting for those this Friday. Let's see. Vinyl. Okay. 500 door hangers were, of course, it doesn't give me an itemized amount. Let's see.
it was on Vistaprint.
$132.99 for 500. So what is that?
I think that's 26 cents each. I do it right.
500. Wait. Uh, Yep, 27 cents if you round it.
Mm-hmm. So it's not bad.
So no,
Mm,
that's
not
not
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ended up getting the 500 door hangers, 500 flyers, a banner, and in that order, and that was 275.
Okay.
So, and the banner was because I knew I was going to do a trade show. So I wanted to have something. And then what I could also do is if I'm ever at a function and I want to set up a table, even if it's just a freebie function or a volunteer area, I could put the banner in the front. So that's my business. Um, yeah, the yard signs were the most expensive. They were $506, but 30 of them. That's the yard sign and the stakes, stands.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was something.
that's a lot.
But
They're reusable. That's the difference, right? You keep reusing them. I don't know how long they'll last for because they're outside
right,
in the
because
weather,
I'm
but
I'm gonna leave them in the yard, but I'm also gonna take them back. I'm gonna tell them, okay,
yeah,
don't throw these away. I'm
yeah,
gonna come back and pick it up from you.
yeah,
And I plan to put it in the yard that they're moving from and in the yard that they're moving to,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So Yeah, so the door hangers are definitely worth it. And like I said, it had a way to hook. So it was so easy. It was
Mhm.
really easy.
Yeah.
So, and it's funny because on one door I was going to put the the door hanger on and I said, okay, I'm just gonna put this right here. Like I'm saying it out loud. I talk to myself all the time out loud anyway. But I'm saying it out loud and I'm thinking that they're still watching me from the ring video. I'm very conscious of that. I don't want them to think I'm trying to, put a credit card in their door or something.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
But like I said, on the spreadsheet, I have the address, I have the price of the house, how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms. I added a new column for the price per square footage because I'm just curious about the market. And I have the agent listed as well. So I'll know, maybe the homeowner's gonna say, oh, do you know anything about this? I got this on my door the other day, to their
Mhm.
agent. So I'm
Yeah.
kind of keeping tabs of the agents as well. Like I said,
Wow.
this one company has 90 agents, which is the bulk of our area. But real estate agents are a dime a dozen for sure. They are
Oh
all
yeah.
over the place, all over the place. I guess everybody thinks they can sell real estate.
Oh, you're absolutely right. If you want to get to know the real estate agents, just go onto any Facebook group and say, are there any real estate agents here? You watch. They're like fox,
They're
right? They'll
they're
just,
hungry.
oh, they're
Yeah.
hungry.
Yes.
So, that's a great way to say, okay, I'll send you a DM, and you go into their DMs and just copy paste, copy paste, copy paste.
Right. That's true. I didn't think of that. So that's another strategy I can use.
Oh, they'll be all over
Yeah.
that because they think that you're a customer for them, right?
Right.
So.
Right. Right.
That's all you gotta say. Any real estate agents here? That's it.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think of that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a lot of strategies. So hopefully, Rosie, Tessie has inspired you to
Yes.
not put all your eggs in one basket with this other company and do some other stuff on the side. And networking is very, very important. Making these connections with like a storage facility, with real estate agents, with
Movers.
movers, like making all those personal connections is really, really important. They'll definitely help you. So hopefully this has inspired both of you to keep on going.
Thank you.
I
Yes.
wanted to ask Rosie, what is your other business?
Is data destruction called data shredder. Is data
Okay.
destruction is especially paper and electronics like hard drives, computers, laptops.
Okay.
It's information destruction.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting.
It is. It's a
Yeah,
very unique business. Yeah.
moving
Okay, ladies.
along.
Okay, ladies. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Hopefully next month we have some more
Thank
people
you.
here and get some more conversations going. But I think it was very productive, and wish you all the best this month. And we'll see you guys next month.
Yes, I want to
Thank you,
see your
Tessie.
folders next month. Your folders are coming next month.
I will. I promise. Thank you.
All right. See you guys soon.
Okay.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Bye. Shoot.